Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Aiden Cossack, and today we're going to be talking about Rocketman.
What a shy little boy you were. Look at you now.
So, Rocketman is the musical biopic directed by Dexter Fletcher, which stars Taron Egerton, Robert Madden, Bryce Dallas Howard, a great cast, Jamie Bell. You guys know all about it. But one thing that I will tell you about this movie right off the bat is give Taron Egerton that Best Actor Oscar right now. He was fantastic in this movie. One of my criticisms that I had with Bohemian Rhapsody with Rami Malek was the director got a performance out of Rami that felt more like an impression of Freddie Mercury rather than becoming the role, and that's exactly what Taron does in this movie. He feels like Elton John. I was telling my grandmother, because I took her to go see this one, and as soon as the movie ended, I said, in the first 30 seconds that he's on screen, that's Elton. You're not looking at Taron anymore. That is Elton. He just completely slips into the role. But talking about Dexter Fletcher's actual directing, one thing that I feel like the marketing completely messed up on this movie is a biopic, but it's like a strange, weird, psychedelic dream half the time, and I loved it. It kind of felt like La La Land, where you'd have a serious dialogue-driven scene, and you would have great character interactions, and then it would bust out into this great musical dance number that was just something out of this world. And you guys have seen the trailer from the swimming pool scene, or whenever it's his first time performing in LA, and the crowd just lifts up off their feet and everybody's floating. I mean, some of the actual directing in this movie was just incredible. Other than Taron Egerton, the two performances that I would have to talk about in this movie, Bryce Dallas Howard as his mother was fantastic in this movie, and so was Jamie Bell. Jamie Bell is somebody who had so much traction going for his career, and I was really looking forward to what was going to come out of it, but after playing Ben Grimm in that Fantastic Four reboot from Josh Trank, really kind of halted his career, and I'm hoping that this can kind of launch him, and his chemistry with Taron was fantastic throughout the whole movie.
It's never going to last.
Let's just enjoy it while we can.
And you guys are hearing me say that word over and over and over again in this review. Fantastic is just the way I would describe this movie. It is so fantastical in the way that it tells this story. Two things that I always say about biopics before I go into them. One being, if I don't understand this person's story and I'm not really invested in them and I just want to learn from this, can this movie teach me something that I didn't know? And the other thing that I like to say is just take away the fact that this is a real person and just look at it as a piece of fiction and storytelling. Can this movie convey in a way this character's story arc and complete it in a way where it works as a film by itself without the person? And this movie just completely succeeds on both of those fronts. You learn about his struggle with drug abuse and how it was like to be a gay man back in those days where you had to hide it from people, and just the internal conflict that he had from growing up with his father. I mean, it is a biopic, so I'm not going to give away anything that you guys might not know that we don't know. But the one criticism that I have out of this entire movie was there is one storyline kind of dropped towards the end of the movie that me, as someone who doesn't really know much about Elton, I didn't know that he did that. Something that significant in someone's romantic life, I would like to know a little bit more about it, considering the fact that he is a homosexual man. I kind of wanted to know about that storyline and why it was there, but out of an entire movie, and that's one thing that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. The performances are fantastical. Great set pieces. The music, amazing. The editing, way better than Bohemian Rhapsody's. I mean, guys, I cannot get my mind off this movie. It's so fantastic, and I hope that we don't lose sight of it throughout the rest of the year, leading towards the Oscars. But for me, 9.5 out of 10 is the perfect number for me to describe this movie. Guys, please keep your eye out for Taron Egerton, and also be sure to keep your eye out for my YouTube channel. Please be sure to subscribe, hit the like button down below, comment, are you guys looking forward to this movie? What's your favorite Elton John song? All that stuff that you guys like to talk about. Please be sure to hit my social media links in the description below, and also be sure to hit the notification bell so that way you guys can stay up to date with everything going on my YouTube channel in the future. And thank you guys so much.